Windows Firewall has blocked some apps.
Wow.
What?
Good morning, Gigi.
Look, that asshole called me all last night, repeatedly, 40 times plus.
Well, George, as long as you know it wasn't me.
Well, no, it's that J guy. That J guy called me 40 times plus. I have no desire. The only thing I want to do with that son of a bitch is fucking put his goddamn head in a fucking toilet and flush it. Have his goddamn fucking head in a fucking toilet and flush the damn thing.
I've never met Jay Smith in person.
Okay, well, I think I've met him because he came a week before you came. He came to that library a week before you came.
One thing you have to give me, Gigi, is I don't wear any masks or hide my identity. When I call, I tell you it's me.
Yeah, you're too large to hide your identity. You're too large in the anus.
Thank you, George. That's very nice.
You would know.
I bought a brand new computer, George.
Is that right? Okay.
It's a gaming computer. It's fucking amazing.
Okay, well, I'm not a gaming person, so the only computer game I'll play is John Madden's NFL football.
All right, so what is so he called you 40 times last night.
Yeah, like but I think you already know that before I even told you.
How would I know that, George? I just got up. I took a shower.
You probably looked on the Discord and probably saw all this shit, didn't you?
George, it doesn't. I'm sorry, but Discord is not a record of who calls you.
Yeah, but I'm sure they were talking about it.
Let's see. They're talking about December 11th, 2019. They got a video flying a drone. They got a
December the what?
December 11th of 19. They got a picture of you. It's just of you in a taxi cab going, woo.
You got a picture of me doing what?
You would think this is cool. It's a picture of you in a taxi cab going, woo, woo.
What day, what year was this?
December 11th of 2019.
December the 11th of 2019. How is that?
Don't know, George. All I do is see what's there. I'm not.
Wait, slow down. They got me in. No, seriously, they got me doing what?
It's a picture of you in a It's a cartoon, George.
Okay.
They drew a cartoon that moved.
Yeah, they have no fucking life, do they?
I mean, George, I don't make these things. All right, have you thought any more about the Jamie brother situation?
We spoke again, and I don't want to discuss that right now.
George, I'm the only person you can talk to, so I don't see why you're so hateful with me. Are y'all two being civil at least?
Well, I saw the fucking picture, so I understand why he would feel the way he does, and I told him as such.
Well, that's why I sent it to you, Gigi.
Why are they bothering them?
To get to you. I've told
They are innocent. They have nothing to do with this.
Well, people die in war all the time that aren't,
Why are they bothering them? They've suffered enough.
George, you know why they're bothered. I've told you how to end this, is talking with Marty. You refuse.
Listen to me.
Don't
For you to
say that, I'll lose credibility, and that means I must.
For you to say that, you lose more than, yeah.
See, how come I knew verbatim what you were going to tell me? No, George, I'm telling you, they're going to continue to bother everyone in your life until they talk to you. So give the motherfucker what he wants.
I've spoken to that son of a bitch,
no.
And all it was a bunch of fucking bullshit. And I told him what he can do with himself. And I've challenged, I told him, I've given him a personal invite to meet me a couple times. And the son of a bitch told him he's got a problem with me. Let's meet and let's handle it. And he's done it from afar because he's a piece of shit.
But George, that's how every conversation goes with you. You can't.
I don't deal with terrorists. I don't make pacts with terrorists.
But Obama did. Obama gave $16 million in unmarked.
Yeah, bullshit. Listen, Ronald Reagan fucking made a pact with a fucking Ayatollah Khomeini for the hostages. Don't give me that shit, man. Come on. Jimmy Carter was the one that got those hostages out of Iran.
Jimmy Carter didn't. That old.
Jimmy Carter didn't
finish. Jimmy Carter
well,
didn't finish law
before
school.
you were fucking born. You have no fucking clue.
He's the only Democratic candidate to run for president that didn't finish law school. That's what Jimmy Carter is.
No, Jimmy Carter got those hostages out of Iran. Jimmy Carter got those hostages out of Iran, and the Ayatollah Khomeini would not release them until Reagan became president.
All right. So let's think about this situation as what it is. It's a war between you and Marty McFly. So you need to have a discussion. And I'm not telling you to do it.
Listen. Who the fuck are you? You think you're talking to Nimrod?
What I'm suggesting, Gigi, is you and him have a conversation that doesn't involve you.
I am not. Listen, we've been down that path before, believe it or not, and it ended up in fucking where I wanted my blood pressure went up. So I'm not fucking dealing with that fucking piece of shit. My blood pressure went up. I wanted to fucking go through the phone and do something. Listen, it doesn't end well. It doesn't end well. It doesn't serve a purpose because all it does is gets me in a rage. And I'm not dealing with that.
All right, well, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the lawsuit. When are we going to put pen to paper? I have a. All right,
listen. First of all, I will get cussed out, and for good reason of why I would get cussed out. We have a conflict here. We have a major fucking conflict.
Who? You and.
I don't want to get into that with you. I don't want to get into that with you.
Well, what does your conflict with her have to do with our relationship, Joel?
No, the conflict is no conflict with her. I don't want
anybody knowing about this. I know George. I know the lines. I hear them all the time.
I would have to have my fucking head examined to even fucking go about this. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I'm desperate. I'm fucking desperate. And that's the only fucking reason why I'm even considering this.
Well, George, I understand that you're desperate. I understand that. But you can let them carry on, destroy Jamie's brother and mother's life, continue to harass you and Kristen for the remainder of your life, and just continue on ruining everything that you do.
Okay, we do this. I don't listen to me. There are going to be some things being laid out here. When we do business, if we do business, and I understand that I don't want that brat around me. I don't want that brat around when we're doing business. Because when we do business, it's adult business. It's not anything more. I don't want to listen or see anything pertaining, and I'm sorry. I'm being brutally honest with you. He's your son, I get it, but I don't want him around when we do business.
Well, George, he's not. Well, fine, George. Well, then I get some conditions too, don't I? Do I get some conditions?
They have to be agreed upon by both parties.
Well, one, you listen to my advice and do not question it.
Of course, I'm going to question. Of course, I'm going to question. I need to understand. I need to understand.
And I'm fine with explaining what I'm doing and showing you the case law to support it. But you can't sit and tell me, no, I don't want to do that. You have to complete the documents that I require, and you have to provide the evidence that is required. And not go, well, I have this, and that's okay. You also have to follow the court's rules, George. If the court enters a scheduling order, you don't file for an extension. You don't.
Why can't you not file for an extension?
Because we don't need. If we're going to do it, we don't need extensions.
Extensions, that's a good defense.
But we don't know it's not. It's not. It just prolongs shit and drags it out.
Well, if I need more time, then, I'm a busy person. I might need more time.
George, well, if you need time to get an exhibit, that's one thing. Well, George, you need to listen to my advice. You need to complete the documents on time. You need to provide the evidence, follow the court rules, and don't argue with the fucking judge. How about that? Those are my conditions.
I've never argued with that judge. I tried to be rational and tried to give that judge a chance, only for him to fucking drop a fucking bomb on me. And the bomb that he dropped on me was it fucking destroyed every fucking thing that I had going for me.
I have one question. How many times did I explain to you that without the certificate of copyright... I'm tired. Just stop blaming Judge Gibney for you not getting the required exhibit.
It's questionable. His actions and his judging is very questionable.
No, it isn't. There's no question at all.
Yeah, well, in my eyes it is.
And you need to control any videos that you and Kristen have uploaded about Judge Gibney, George. They need to be removed. You don't want videos of you arguing, talking shit about a sitting judge.
I'd rather... Who is this? Okay, what's the possibility that we get Novak? Okay, a different judge.
You consent to a magistrate judge, George. If you and Markland consent to a magistrate judge, then it'll be tried before a magistrate judge. That happens all the time.
Excuse me, a magistrate judge. What is... Okay, explain that.
District judges are appointed by the President of the United States. They sit for the rest of their life. However, they appoint what we call United States magistrate judges. A magistrate judge has the same power and authority as a district judge, except they try small cases with the option to appeal to the district judge if the decision is contrary. So you can have this case heard before a magistrate judge. They went to law school. They're judges, believe you me.
Well, the magistrate judges preside in the county, right? They don't preside in
they're federal judges. There's only so many district seats.
Okay, all right, so basically then the magistrate, hold on a second. So the federal judges are there. The magistrate judges preside where? The same court?
Yes. United States District Court judges are appointed by the President of the United States for life.
Okay, I understand that. What are the options? You got the federal judges. I know what the options are. You mentioned a guy named Norvak. That I've never heard of before.
Judge Locke was a magistrate judge before she was appointed to the circuit.
No, Judge Locke is a man.
Judge Locke is a woman.
She's a woman, but she's a man also too. It's a he/she.
George, I've been before her. She looks like a 50-year-old woman.
She's an old hag, is what she is. Go ahead.
Yes, she is. But she sat as a magistrate judge for many years before she was appointed to the bench.
Okay, so it's her, there's Gibney, there's Spencer. Those three are not...
Those are district judges. Michael Novak is a magistrate judge.
And he presides in the federal building.
In the same fucking courthouse, except he has his own chambers.
All right, so how does one pursue a magistrate judge versus... How does that go about?
The minute the case is filed, they'll send a notice to all parties saying that if you consent to a magistrate judge, just sign here.
What about the form of paupers? You know the situation with that. So you explain that to me.
You're going to have to file an informal paupers application. You're no stranger to that.
Well, you put your foot in your mouth, Flo, and you said that you would even cover the form of paupers, so you would cover that, you said.
Well, George, in your case, they're going to grant you informal pauper status. There's no reason for me to spend $450.
How much is it?
$450.
Jesus Christ, man, that's rape. That's ridiculous.
They'll grant you informal pauper status. You know they will. I mean, you don't have to lie about your income. It is what it is.
what's the purpose of that? Sucking up people's money for just, that's ridiculous.
Someone's got to pay the court fees.
Oh, they can pay their own damn court fees.
That's how they do it, by charging filing fees and things.
They can pay their own fucking court fees. I'm not, whatever. That's minuscule compared to what's on the table.
If people didn't pay their fees, George, people like you couldn't file informal paupers, so it's a good thing.
I'm going to question things. I'm going to question a lot of things because I need to understand. I need to understand what's going about and what's happening.
And that's completely fine. But once I have shown you the law and I've showed you where it is, I'm not going to continue to explain 50 times why you need this. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you what the law says. I'm going to show you where it's at, and it's up to you to get it.
But what if I don't agree with well, that's the problem. See, if I don't agree with it,
The problem, George, is you don't have enough information to disagree with me. You can't.
I've got the information at hand for what's going on, what they're doing.
No, I'm talking about the law. When it comes to the law, George, you don't have an intelligent position to stand on. If you did, you wouldn't be here.
Let me tell you something. Under the circumstances, I did pretty damn good in that courtroom.
You did.
You must admit.
But you lost.
I did pretty damn good in that courtroom. You must admit I did.
You did, but you lost. If
Well,
you ain't
no,
first to last, Ricky Bobby.
But still, it doesn't matter because that thing was rigged. Jury rigged.
Well, see, George, we can't go into this way. We file a new complaint, and that's what we do. George, if you don't agree with the law, that's your issue. All I can do is tell you what the law is.
Look, listen, you know this is going to be time-consuming. You know that, right?
No,
you know that basically when it's going to be time-consuming and there are going to be things flying like it was before. When you do this, I need constant, I understand you've got other things going on, and so do I. But there needs to be...
George, if I take a case, I complete it timely. That's what I do. I'm taking this pro bono.
But what I'm saying is, though, there must be a win. There must be a win. So here's what
You need to stop this conspiracy theory bullshit you have. All the conspiracy theories have to stop. All of that shit, all that the judge is after you, that, everybody's biased against you, all that shit, Judge, it's just not it's not real.
What is real are the facts that have happened. That's what's real. And the facts that have happened was that this judge, his actions were questionable in my eyes. You don't think so? But my eyes, this judge's actions were questionable because I gave the facts.
All right.
I gave the diagrams. I gave the facts and the diagrams.
I'm going to explain and I'm going to search for it right now. If I remember right, it's 702. All right, I'm going to try my best to explain this to you as clearly and as quickly as I can. Federal lawsuits are governed by the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. There are 85 of them. One of those rules encompasses the Federal Rules of Evidence. The Federal Rules of Evidence say what is admissible in a court case and what is not. I think it's 702. Federal Evidence.
702 is the area code of Las Vegas. That's what that is.
No, I think that's experts. That's experts.
Okay, well, you said 702. That's what I said. That's the area code of Las Vegas.
Federal Rules of Evidence. Authentication.
You know what? If you went to Las Vegas, you'd be arrested. You know that. If you ever went to Las Vegas to visit, or you'd probably be arrested there. But go ahead.
My cocaine. I got my own cocaine and whores. I'll take them with me. Okay. Authentication of identifying evidence, George. 7. Evidence about public record. Evidence that a document was recorded or filed in the public office or the reported record or statement is from the office where the items are kept. George, in order for you to prove that you have copyright, so when I have to do something, for example, take my gun permit, okay? You love to tell me I'm a convicted felon. Well, if you run my NCIC, meaning when a policeman stops me, I pop for 9 felony convictions.
I didn't hear the last thing you said.
It says to the untrained eye that I have 9 felony convictions.
Okay.
I don't. I only had 2 felony convictions. The other 2 are probation. However, when I have in my wallet that true certified copy of the judge's order restoring my gun rights, that's it. If I have a photocopy of that order, it is no good. I have to have on me at all times a true certified copy of that order if I have a weapon. If I do not have it, I can be arrested, which happened once in Williamsburg. I was charged with possession of explosives because I had some ammo in my car. Now the judge and the Commonwealth's attorney stood up and said Mr. Saunders was charged, but Mr. Saunders is not a convicted felon. Because I'm not. But I have to have that true certified copy at all times.
All right. Point made.
As long as we understand that, George. Now, this also means you're going to have to pay the Copyright Office for certified copies if you go about this on the copyright matter.
Well, the copyright matter is dead. I mean, just to be real about it, the copyright matter, I have it.
Copyright is dead. If you want to go after Will Markland and Marty McFly and Jay Smith, you're going to sue.
And Sean Day Brennan.
I don't think Sean is actually. I haven't seen John defaming you.
Sean is doing the same shit.
I haven't seen him doing it. Well, I take that back. Those videos he made recently, those are pretty good.
You must admit that the guy is pretty fucking creepy.
He is. So what this means, George, you're gonna have to download these videos. Mikey, can you do that?
What? Oh no, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Why? You don't know how to do it, neither do I.
I can download shit, but it takes a while.
All right. So we got somebody who can help.
YouTube the MP3 converter.
See, there you go.
MP3 because that's a
There's a way to download things, but it takes a while to do it. You have to download it through
a few seconds if you know how to do it, George.
Why don't you let people?
You have to download it through a what the fuck you call it? I can't think of the name of it, but it's a certain program.
A converter, like my said. My computer now that can handle all that stuff. It's a super thing. It's not like what I had before. So we have to download all these videos, put them on a thumb drive, and file them in the court. Your complaint will incorporate the videos. We'll authenticate the videos because we'll attach from what website we had it.
Let's back up for a second. If the copyright itself, originally was, if it goes in front of the Gibney, it's going to be shot in the water. We already know that.
I don't care about copyright. I don't care
about
that.
No, I understand. But if I was to pursue the copyright, it would have to be money that would be paid out and then be shot in the water with that judge. If it was presented to a different judge, it might be with like the master judges. There might be a possibility to do something with that. I don't know.
I am sure that they will agree to a magistrate judge, George, because it's easier. Like I said last night, George, you have to do this with clean hands. That means you will have to admit.
Well, all right. There's anything that I did instead was out of what's the word I'm looking for? Like I said before, it was
retaliation. Yes, but
yes,
you're going to have to admit that you've defamed these people, child molesters, homosexuals, and you might have to remove some of your videos too. If you do this, George, you have to do it right. That doesn't mean you can't put them up later. But a lot of the shit, a lot of your fucking, threatening to hell. I can't tell you how many times you called me a pedophile on camera. I mean, that shit's going to have to come down or they're going to be able to use the clean hands doctrine and say, Judge, he can't pursue this. See his links here. And basically what that means is if it's...
Well, first of all, if we understand each other right, you're not a part of what they're doing now, so anything pertaining to you is not in the equation.
But
I'll take them down. I will take them down if you win this case for me. I'll take everything down.
You need to take them down while the case is pending so that they can't say, look at his character. Remember, George, the first element of defamation is it has to prove that it's not true. The burden on us is to substantiate that the allegations are false. Whether you like that or not, that is the law. The burden of proof is on us.
On us to do what? To say that they're... No, it's definitely not true. What they say is definitely not true. They're a bunch of fucking...
And then your complaint will have to say that. I did not rape Jamie Whalen. You're going to have to say that.
I do not want to keep bringing that up because it's a sensitive issue. Look, her mother has gone through enough. Her mother's gone through enough purgatory. And I don't want to put her through anymore.
So it's what I'm saying is the clean hands doctrine. You know, George, that means the video where Marty calls you a homosexual. You're going to have to state and prove that you're not a homosexual, and you do that by your own testimony. Judge, I am not a homosexual, and unless they have videos to the... Look, I'm telling you the law. You can't... It may be funny, but that's how it works. They call you homeless. You're going to have to say that you're not homeless. And that you live in a house with running water. All the shit that you say defames you, you're going to have to say is not true.
It's none of their fucking business whether I'm homeless or not homeless.
But
you understand?
This is the law, George. Why can't you accept the law?
It's none of their fucking business, law. You get what I'm saying?
But
what they're doing is causing a frenzy. They're causing a frenzy.
But that's not a defense. That's not a defense. You can't say, Judge, it's none of their fucking business. He's going to say sustained. It doesn't work like that.
Well, it's clearly defamation on their part that I'm a racist and I'm a rapist and all this other shit and I'm a, this, that, and the other. It's and who is this George Alexander Pauper? Who is that?
I don't know. I don't know why you keep asking me that. The only thing...
George Alexander Pauper is a sock account. Who is that?
His name is Stephen Pitts. That's the only thing I know about the guy.
All right. What drug is he on?
I don't know. Everybody's going to pot. Shit. I don't know.
No, he's not on pot. There's some kind of fucking... heavy core drug that guy's on. He draws pictures of me, pictures of my...
You're talking about the Goons Photoshop man. He's the one who put that picture together of you and me in bed. Come on, that was...
How about the disgusting picture of my father's face being photoshopped on a canoe?
I sent that to you. He did that too.
Okay, well, that guy needs to be brought in as well.
He's the one who makes the images about your father doing the sexual shit with you.
Well, then that motherfucker needs to be added into this lawsuit.
Then sue him too. We have 6 people now.
Jesus Christ, man. This is going to be a freak show.
No, it won't. Not if you just cooperate. Because I've been doing this so long that I'm...
It's going to be a freak show because it's just ridiculous how these fuckers just don't know what to stop.
The only 2 that I know for sure we got is we can serve without a problem is Marty McFly and Will Mocklin.
I agree. But I have to pinpoint things that Mocklin has done.
No, here's another thing. I can reach out to the Goons and ask them if they will agree to waive service.
Say what?
They will agree to waive service, meaning we don't have to serve them if they agree to receiving the lawsuit. Once we file it, I can give them a form.
I don't want any of this fancy stuff.
Please stop.
I want to serve them for the record.
Please stop. This is George, if I needed to know something about 1980s wrestling, I'd call you, wouldn't I? So trust me. Now, if they waive service or refuse to waive service, even before the lawsuit starts, they have to pay you the money that you spent to serve them. So you ask them to waive service. I will testify that I've communicated with the defendants and asked them to accept it. odds are they will accept it, George, so they don't have to pay fees. And they're considered served for the record.
Yeah, I don't want to do them any favors, Flo.
You're not doing them any favors. You're saving yourself time and expense and getting to the dirt of this thing. I know Marty will accept service. I know that. He will gladly send me the form to file. We'll also we'll need to
you make this like it's a company, or I mean like he's going to be willing to do this.
He is. He wants this. Every fucking day he tells somebody he wants. How many? What is this famous line? Initiate the proceedings, George. Initiate the proceedings. So let's initiate the proceedings.
This guy thinks that he can fucking just say whatever he wants to say and make up stories.
Then prove him
Not
wrong.
have consequences.